Hey guys, so I have another review for you guys today. I've been going between two dry shampoos. The first one is the Batiste Original Dry Shampoo, and this is an amazing product. And then I just recently picked up maybe about, I don't know, 3 weeks ago, a month ago, this Got To Be Rockin' It Forever Style Stay Encore Fresh Dry Shampoo, and it's the Got To Be brand. And this is kind of like my battle of the two dry shampoos, and I'm going to tell you what I think of them. So far, this is my all-time favorite dry shampoo for the price. This is, I think, between $6.99 to $8.99. You can get it in Canada at Shoppers Drug Mart, Save on Foods, and every once in a while you can get it at Winners. I'm not sure if they carry it in the States. I'm sure they probably would somewhere. And then this Got To Be, I picked it up at Shoppers Drug Mart, but I've seen it at Walmart as well, so I'm imagining you can get it anywhere that you can get Got To Be products. Okay, so first one, Kate, this is my favorite all time. The only thing that I find about this one is that it leaves quite a white spray. Now, what I'll do maybe is, my hair is not really oily today, but what I'll do is I'll do like half the side this one and then half the side this one, and then you guys can just kind of see. So I'll go this side. So the only thing about this one is that when you spray it, as you can see, make sure you shake it up really well. When you spray it, as you can see, it comes out quite white. So yeah, that's the only downfall of it, is that I do recommend putting this one in the night before. I mean, you can definitely brush it out. I mean, of course, I wouldn't just leave it like this. I'm going to brush it out. But, okay, this one I find gives you a ton of volume. I find that it really refreshes my hair. It gives my hair a ton of volume. You can even see like the difference right now. It just kind of like lifts your hair up and gives you like a nice volume. Okay, so that's the first one. And then the second one is the Got To Be, of course. And this one I feel like, even though there's only a little bit less, this is 122 grams, this is 150 grams. I feel like for some reason the Batiste lasts me a little longer. I feel like there's like nothing left in this, but I'm sure there is. Okay. Anyway, so this is the next side. This is what the Got To Be. So as you can see, I sprayed way more, and it's not nearly as white. Now this one, I absolutely love the smell. The smell of this one is amazing. It just smells like really fresh, and like, I can't really describe the smell. It almost smells perfumey, but not in a bad way. Like definitely in a good way. Okay, so I'm gonna just kind of like rub this one out. Obviously, I didn't bring a brush because I didn't really realize I was gonna be doing this, but I didn't realize I was gonna like spray. I was just gonna talk about it, but you just take a brush and kind of get rid of it. It'll blend in though, so you can still see like a tiny bit of white, but it's definitely gonna blend in. And then this side is a little bit wetter. The actual spray is a little bit wetter, but there's barely any white, as you can see on this side. But if you see this side, the kind of volume that it creates, and if you see this side, it doesn't create nearly as much volume. I mean, it still does, but I just find not as much. Okay, so now that I have like a little bit of white still in my hair, I don't want to like waste time on the video like trying to get the white out, so just like ignore it if you see it. Okay, so just kind of quickly going over it. I would definitely repurchase both of these. I've purchased this one probably, like, not even kidding you, at least 20 times, maybe more. This one is only my first bottle, so yeah. This one I saw on sale, or I bought it on sale at Shoppers. It was only $3.99, and then this one is $8.99. Usually I can get it on sale for $6.99. So in that sense, you could go with this one because it's cheaper, but I find that if you do have really oily hair, I would probably recommend going with this one, just because I find that this one soaks up the oil a little bit better, just a tad. And again, this one's going to give you a lot more volume. You're really going to feel like you just washed your hair after using this. This one, not so much volume. Although I find that this one I can quickly spray in the morning, and I don't have to worry too much about the whiteness. As you can see, I have a little bit, but I'm going to go brush it out after, so it's okay. But yeah, that's kind of my like quick review. I would, again, repurchase both of these. If I had to choose, I would choose this one just because of the volume, but I don't like the fact that it leaves a lot of white residue. It's much more powdery. This one's just more of like in a hairspray-ish kind of style, if you know what I mean. Any other questions? I'm not really sure. Like, you guys can leave them down below, of course, and I'll answer them, but they're both great. I seriously think dry shampoo is a lifesaver. Like if you've never used dry shampoo and you do have somewhat oily hair, I would definitely recommend picking it up. Now, if you do have dry hair, I wouldn't use this very often because I think that it does dry out my scalp a little bit if I'm using it a lot. But for me, that's okay because my hair is, again, so oily, so it doesn't really, it just replenishes itself. But if you had really dry hair, I'd be careful. Like before all these products came about years ago, I just used to use baby powder, and I found that if I used baby powder, my scalp would get really dry and a little bit flaky. With these ones, I don't notice that. But if you did have drier hair than I do, maybe you would have a little bit of flakiness. Again, if you don't want to purchase these, you can always use your good old baby powder. But the baby powder, you definitely need to be careful because it does make a big mess, and you do have to be careful in the sense that you definitely have to use baby powder the night before when you go to bed, not in the morning, because you're just going to end up with like super white hair, and it's really hard to cover the baby powder up. Rather than these, you can just sort of comb out your hair, style it as per usual, and it's going to look great. So that's my little review on these. Honestly, like I said, I think I've repeated myself, but dry shampoo is a lifesaver. If you do have oily hair, I urge you, it is so worth it. Like, I know it sounds kind of gross, but I don't wash my hair that often. I usually only wash my hair like 2 to 3 times per week, just because I do have really long hair, and it's really hard to be constantly washing it and drying it. And I try to use as least little heat products as possible. Of course, I have a shower every day, but I mean, if you're a girl, you know, you don't normally wash your hair every day. Maybe if I have really short hair, I could get away with washing it every day, but when you have long hair, you definitely don't want to wash it every day unless you're like going to events or if you're away or whatever. When I'm on holidays and stuff and I'm going out and I need to like style my hair every day, then I definitely wash it every day. But most of the time I just throw my hair up for work and stuff, so it's totally fine. I can get away with it, and this saves me days of washing my hair. Like, I know this sounds gross, but like I could probably use this every day for a week and not a week, maybe like 5 days and not wash my hair. I know I don't do that normally just because it does get really greasy, but these are such lifesavers. Like, I can't even tell you. If you're a girl and you have greasy hair, hey, even if you're a guy and you have long hair, dry shampoo is your best friend. Like, seriously, it's amazing. So anyway, yeah, if you have any questions or anything I didn't answer, hopefully I wasn't too repetitive, and hopefully I answered some of your questions about dry shampoo if you had any. If not, leave them in the down bar. Yeah, so hope you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.